Ghosts rising up from the ancient ruins. No matter how hard we push back, they don't stop coming. They're persistent. I'll give them that.
I try not to think about what would happen if Lady Rhea were harmed. I can't bear the thought of it. I'm not sure why the Fell King Nemesis picked right now to come back to life. But it makes me angry, that's for sure. Let's kick him back down into the dirt where he belongs.
Professor? Everyone in Fodlan's united, but the what's-her-faces in the dark or whatever won't let up. Let's get rid of them right away. We gotta get some training in so we can crush them. There's not a lot of time, but I'm afraid we won't win if we don't train.
I can feel a weight in the air. It is different from before. I do not know this Nemesis person, except what I have been reading. But I am not of Fodlan. My knowledge of this person is very little. Even so, I feel that I can understand it. I know that our enemy has great strength. I am feeling great fear for this battle. You have fear too? You do not look like you do. I have gratitude. I mean, I am grateful that you told me.
The King of Liberation? The Fell King? His name is Nemesis, right? And he was hidden away for over 1,000 years. Wow, that's a really long time all to himself. But that doesn't make him worth admiring, no matter how much I envy him. Maybe? Is that a trick question? Maybe. No.
Right.
I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us? That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
What does it look like? I'm meditating. Just when I think the war is over, it starts right back up again. This is the second time that's happened. Meditating is all I can do to hold myself together right now. Hey, you.
Hey, Professor. Have you heard from Claude? He says he's gonna throw a feast if we win the next battle. Enough food to clean out the stores. So I'm super motivated to win. I'm gonna train every muscle I got. I'm coming for you, Nemesis. I'm coming for you, Feast.
Professor! Just when we think we're in the clear, the legendary Fell King resurrects. Who'd have thought it? Can you handle this getting any weirder? I don't know if I can. I don't know how much of this Nemesis guy is a legend, and how much is true, but I know this. I mean, I'll still fight like I want to die, because that's worked so far, and why change at this late date, right? And if I'm right, and I don't die, would you go have dinner with me sometime?
Hey, Teach. What a magnificent tale. It's enough to make your head spin. Rhea's real identity is Saint Seiros, and the one who attacked us was Nemesis, the King of Liberation. On top of that, you've got the heart of the goddess in you. My flabber is completely gasted right now. But now isn't the time for standing around in disbelief. Nemesis has made it this far for a reason. If we aren't victorious, that's it for Fodlan's new dawn. The world will be forever shrouded in darkness. This is the final battle. Finally. My friend, please give it your all out there.
Could be. Shambhala is destroyed. But are they vanquished entirely, I wonder? Just as Kranya took Monica's form. Perhaps there are some others living above ground. Once this battle is over, I still have much to see to. But right now, I should focus on the task at hand, on Nemesis. As long as Nemesis stands, both my future and the future of Fodlan hang in the balance.
Professor! I can hardly believe we're going to go up against Nemesis. Unfortunately, my doubt won't change the situation. There's nothing for it but to prepare for battle. We must protect Lady Rhea. Hello.
The Fell King Nemesis. I imagine he'll be a worthy opponent. How many foes have tasted my blade? He will be an excellent finale. We will be victorious, Professor. Splendid. Let's do it.
Teacher, the Javelins of Light that destroyed Fort Mercius. They are what destroyed Shambhala. They were trying to shroud the city in darkness. Perhaps they were planning to swallow us up in that same darkness. Maybe the Javelins of Light were a signal to Nemesis, to awaken him from his long slumber. What do you think, Professor? Yes, indeed. I have done some good pondering here. If we keep up this momentum, we will be able to take down Nemesis and restore peace in Fodlan.
Professor!
A sudden invasion from Nemesis has plunged the Alliance territories into complete disarray. Against such overwhelming strength, my father and his forces had no choice but to retreat. It was certainly prudent for him to avoid a fruitless death, but as things stand, he will not leave much of an impression on history. So, that falls to me. I will do all that I can for the future of Fodlan and the glory of House Gloucester.
Please. Professor?
Professor, I just have to say thanks. For everything. I'm on high alert today, so don't you worry about a thing. This mysterious military force approaching Garreg Mach. Is it true that Nemesis is with them? It was Nemesis who led the 10 elites against Saint Seiros. It's the stuff of legend. But this time, he won't have the 10 elites on his side, right? He won't, right?
Interesting. Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
That reminds me. Okay. Professor!
What do you require? Farewell.
Right. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. 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 Come back anytime. Professor?
So,
Listen. Nothing but unsettling news lately. One crisis after another. My fellow soldiers all seem strangely calm about it. Perhaps it's just because we all believe in you so much. With you around, we know everything will work out.
Hello.
I have to tell you.
We thought we'd taken down the mastermind of this war, and then the Fell King Nemesis shows up. Well, no matter what evil creatures we have to face, this old soul will keep defending Garreg Mach. Not only Garreg Mach, though. Also Lady Rhea. Also, you. I think Geralt would be saying the same kind of thing if he were here right now.
Did you hear? Our enemy is Nemesis. Unbelievable. It sounds crazy, but there's no laughing it off. We must make our move before they reach the monastery.
Professor!
Hi. Well...
We went through all that trouble to finish the war, and now we have to fight again? What does this Nemesis fellow have against Garreg Mach anyway? A vendetta against Garreg Mach? That doesn't make much sense at all. At any rate.
Is Lady Rhea okay? She was quite weakened to start, and then she took all those heavy injuries. I don't want to imagine it, but what will happen if Lady Rhea passes away like this? I suppose you're right. Come what may, we should all combine our talents and defend the peace of Fodlan.
Well, just when we thought we made it to the end, another enemy approaches. Can we be sure this battle is the last one? Of course. There's no way to really know what will happen. Just a little further to the end. Come on, Professor. We have to win.
Let's see. I got the gist of it from Claude. Those who slither in the dark. They seem to be descended from humans who were forced deep underground after the goddess defeated them. They were trying to wipe out the goddess and her followers in hopes of taking back the surface. That's why they called themselves saviors. To their mind, they were.
Yes?
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by. But where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray of hope? At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share each other's misery.
Yes?
The King of Liberation wakes after a 1,000-year slumber. Feels like I'm living a nightmare. You too. I hope you're not following my lead on this one, Professor. Maybe this nemesis who's attacking us isn't even the real thing. Either way, the damage and death he's causing are real enough. I will fight to protect those who need it.
I hear some super strong and evil fellas are after Lady Rhea. She just barely made it back to Garreg Mach. And then this has to go and happen? I'll protect Lady Rhea as best I can. And you're gonna do the same thing, aren't you, Professor? Yeah, I know you will. Cut him down, Professor. Get every last one of those guys.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle. Yes, exactly my point. Let's be careful to ensure we don't lose our own lives, Professor.
It seems that there are some Shambhala loyalists in Nemesis's forces. As long as they're around, we can expect them to continue with their cruel experiments. Yes, we have to. It's the only way to ensure nobody else will go through what I went through. We must obliterate them in the next battle. It's the only recompense for Edelgard's death.
Shambhala, an underground city with an entirely different lineage than the goddess? Strange phenomena, driven by a source totally alien to the crest that we understand. Most unsettling. Could it be magic? Some manner of technology? I would like to know the truth of it all. Very much so. I want to know their history, their knowledge. Why do you suppose they chose this place to occupy? I intend to carry out multiple excavations around the city. There is so much to learn. Yet, first we face battle with a king who has defied time. Yes, the excavations can wait, I think.
So we're defending Fodlan's future, huh? Kinda makes my mercenary ambitions feel pretty small. So I'll think about my promise to Captain Gerald to protect you instead. That'll be my reason to fight. If I can get you through this in one piece, that's just as good as defending Fodlan's future, isn't it? I just hope he's watching.
My big brother challenged Nemesis. He knew he couldn't win. He just did it so that his friends could escape. He emerged from the battle with a terrible injury. It's a miracle he didn't die. Yes, me too. Dying to save someone else seems to defeat the purpose. I wouldn't do it. He's alive, and in spite of myself, I'm really proud of him.
There is still more to learn.
My dear, please keep quiet. Rhea is sleeping right now. She does not appear to be very well. I beg of you, please do everything you can to prevent an assault from Nemesis.
Before the monastery was completed, there was a massive battle on the Tailteen Plains. In that battle, the warrior Seros defeated the fell king Nemesis and reclaimed the bones and heart of Sothis. Those make up the divine sword that you wield and the crest that you bear. Now, Rhea, Seros, lies helpless. The only one who can defeat this so-called King of Liberation is the inheritor of divine power. You have our full and unwavering support. Only you can do this. Please, save this world.
Please! Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. A nosy little bird told me some undead jerk is coming to attack us. That's just silly though. Pure silly. On a personal note, I'm, chewing on an idea. Marriage. I'm thinking of getting hitched. If I do, I may have to move up top. I'd like to leave this place on my own 2 feet, not in a body bag. I want to live. For her. So, please win this one, Professor. Do it for all of us.
Professor, I won't allow our dream to be snuffed out by one who should be long dead. The coming battle will demonstrate to all the world the power that I, Constance von Nouvelle, wield. And why wouldn't I be? It is by these deeds that the world will know my name! Will know peace!
In the end, I guess it's a good thing Holst isn't joining us. If Nemesis could rough up my buddy that bad, he must be tough as hell. Between the two of us, we can't lose. Not to mention our allies. We've escaped death, and we'll do it again. I swear to avenge Holst. Huh? He doesn't have to be dead to be avenged. Don't play semantics with me.
Throughout my life, I'm always calculating, always trying to suss out what will happen next. But this? I never could have predicted Nemesis rising from his grave and coming to kill us all. Who'd have figured, you know? Then again, if I were able to predict everything, life would be a drag. I intend to lean into the chaos. Wise indeed. Maybe. This is hardly... Wow. I'm coming!
Okay, when can we find... Meditating? I'm getting...
Professor! I mean, and if I'm right...
Hey, T. Rhea's on top, but now is if we are. This is the fun.
Hello, Manuela.
Eating?
Ingrid.
Where are you going? It's only a scratch, Leone. I'm all right.
One mistake like that in battle and you're done. This is your weapon hand, isn't it? Let me stop the blood.
Apologies for the trouble.
No trouble, and no apologies. Thanks is what you say when a friend helps you out. Darn.
What's wrong?
I need a bandage to stop the bleeding, but this is all I've got.
My handkerchief.
I was only carrying it around to give back to you anyway. Mind if I use it for this?
Very well. I suppose that's fitting in a way.
I guess so. Not that I'm happy you're bleeding. I'm glad you'll accept it, though. In the past, you might have refused it.
Yes. I might have made it an issue of commoners giving aid to the nobility or some such.
I didn't understand why you were so strict about it, but I think I kind of get it now. You know, if every noble were like you, the world would be a better place.
Perhaps, but you were right. Many great deeds are accomplished by friends working together, especially when those friends are as capable as you.
Me?
I hope this is not the first time I have told you this, Leone, but you are an exceptional individual. By insisting on matters of status in dealing with you, I have done you a terrible disservice. For that, please accept my apology. Let us promise to look out for one another as friends from now on.
No need for vows. That's how I've always seen it. You weren't wrong about nobles and commoners each having their own roles. But the important thing is we help each other.
That is precisely what being friends with you has helped me to understand. In fact, I've begun somewhat to think of you as rather something more.
Huh? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, I hope we'll always give each other support.
Lysithea. Something I can do for you?
Can you help me out with my shopping?
Yes, of course. You need me to carry stuff?
Actually, can you pick up some tea for me? I'd do it, but I'm drowning in work.
You're so busy you can't go shopping. Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of tea?
I'm not too picky. I just like having it around, really. Whatever's cheapest works for me. Here's some money.
One question. Why me? You don't really need my help for this.
I just thought I could lean on you a bit. You know, rather than trying to do everything on my own.
Right, I see. Well, good. I'm glad you decided to approach me. But for this particular task, you might be better off doing it yourself.
Oh?
There are so many different kinds of tea, and I'm not very discerning. What if I get you one you don't like? When I do my own shopping, I pick a tea at random. Otherwise, I'd be paralyzed by all the choices. It's the same with food. Sometimes I stare and stare at the options and never decide.
You look like you were doing just fine when you went to get groceries the other day.
I really had to push myself to do that alone. I don't think I can do that again. Sorry.
Uh-huh. So, you've stopped trying to do things on your own, then?
Yeah. Still, though. For today, how about you have some of my tea? If that'll do.
Sounds nice, sure. Do you mind brewing mine while you're at it?
Okay. Though I can't do it as skillfully as Lawrence, I'm afraid. I'll get it ready right away. Feel free to start focusing on your work. What?
I mean, you seem plenty reliable to me.
I do. Really? How so?
You're fun, you're easy to be around, and you rarely complain when you help others.
Well, I'm just pouring you some tea. I'm not sure that qualifies as help.
It's not easy for me to rely on people, but with you, it's different.
Well, there aren't many things I can do, frankly. What I can do, I will do. So if you need anything, ask me, and I'll try to help.
You really are unreliable, as it turns out. Guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
Oof. Capsized the teapot. Tea leaves on the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Ignatz. I accidentally knocked over my teapot. I'd drunk all the tea already, thank the goddess, but the tea leaves went right into the carpet.
Oh, that's a mess. Here, let me help. I can leave stains if you're not careful.
But don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh no, don't worry. I'm on a break.
What's that in your hands? Oh, painting supplies. You were gonna go do some painting, weren't you?
Yes. The weather's quite splendid, and I found a place where some gorgeous flowers are blooming. But the flowers aren't going anywhere this second. Let's clean this up.
Okay. Thanks, Ignatz, and sorry to keep you away from your painting.
That's okay. It didn't stain, at least. We picked all the leaves out of the carpet.
Still going painting? Or is it too late in the day?
No, I think time-wise it'll be fine. If you're not doing anything, Hilda, would you care to join me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Forget what I said. I'm sure you're busy anyway.
You didn't let me say anything.
Well, no, but you didn't reply, so I thought you didn't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. I was just surprised. I'd love to see those pretty flowers you mentioned. I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're glad?
Of course I am. I like being invited to things, silly.
Right, of course. It's affirming.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. So there's no need to worry that an invitation is burdening someone. It feels good to be asked.
Of course. Well then, in addition to seeing the flowers with me, would you like to help with my painting?
I wouldn't want to screw up your opus. I'm
not much of a painter.
No, I meant that I'd like to paint you. The flowers all around you. Oh, that's too much, isn't it?
Silly, you didn't even let me answer. But you're right, I'm not up for that.
I'm sorry,
I'm not up for that, unless your painting of me will look really, really cute. Can you make that happen?
Huh? Yes, of course. I'll paint you cute as a button.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard. I can feel a very cute smile coming on.
Ah, Leonie. Off to train?
Already done. What about you?
No, I'm on my way back. I was thinking of adding a little color to my latest piece, so...
Come to think of it, I've still never seen your work. Here, let me take a peek.
It doesn't work like that. You have to let me know in advance. I need time to prepare.
Lighten up. Wow, look at all that paper. Are these all drawings? What should I look at first?
Wherever we travel, I try to capture the feeling and character of the landscape. I guess they've all kind of piled up. Each place is unique. Not just the geography, but also the clothing and architecture and so on. Everywhere has its own design sensibilities.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be only one way to do stuff like engraving, but it actually varies a lot.
Just within the Alliance, the styles are quite different between the North and South, and the Empire is even more diverse.
Oh, here's a landscape. What a bright blue sky. You really make it seem alive.
The blue of the sky changes with the season too. In the summer, it's darker, and yet in the winter, it's almost luminous. And, of course, the landscape below affects the sky's appearance by virtue of contrast. It's hard to get the color just right, so I spend a lot of time experimenting with pigments and... Oh no. I'm so sorry. I've been talking your ear off.
Listen, Ignatz, you need to become a painter.
Huh?
Don't say it's not useful. Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
Oh no, I wouldn't go nearly that far.
Remember that girl you told me about? You made her so happy, and you were only just starting out. Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Yeah. It's something you can do that no one else can. I envy you. So stop apologizing for your talent and just do it.
Thank you, Leonie. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to think about.
A question. As good a reason.
Professor.
Thank you.
Teach. You wanted me for something? Why not ask me directly then? Thanks. Tasty. Wow. Nailed it. Got it. Wow. I always repay my debts. I don't allow myself to be indebted to anyone. Ever. Got it. Got it. Thanks. Charming, aren't I? I'm certainly not above using that charm to get what I want. Cool. Thanks for the treat, friend. Let's do this again sometime, yeah?
Professor.
It's nice to be invited over.
Thanks. Hot, hot, hot.
Wow.
I see.
Wow. I'll always be here for you, just like I promised Captain Gerald.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks.
Wow. Professor, sometimes I wish I had bigger muscles. Thanks for the tea. Invite me by again sometime.
Teacher.
Guess I need to know this stuff, huh?
I'm really getting the hang of it.
Could be useful.
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
One step before the next step.
Growth sustains me.
This is making sense. All that work was...
I still have...
I always... impressed.
I'm a quick study.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
A military force bearing the crest of flames on its banner marches west to Garreg Mach from Shambhala, attacking nearby cities along the way. Rhea informs the Alliance that the enemy's general is none other than the ancient Fell King Nemesis. And so the Alliance army prepares for their final battle, hoping to put an end to Fodlan's blood-stained history.
What's the plan, my friend? I thought you'd say that. And of course, I'll be joining you. What about the rest of you? Our enemy is a monster of legend. As always, there's not a shred of proof that we can win.
A foolish inquiry, Claude. I must finish what my father started.
Started? Your father ran away before the battle even began.
Well, all the more reason why I, as his heir, cannot flee now.
I'm in. I need to get back at him for hurting my brother. I'm not going to let him get away with it.
Wow, Hilda's serious about this.
I, too, will fight until the end. I wish to protect Fodlan's future.
I feel the same as Lysithea. It would hardly be fitting for Captain Gerald's apprentice to bow out now. I'll show them everything he taught me.
I will give it my all as well. For the Professor, for Claude, and for all of you who helped make me as strong as I am now.
I'm in too. And when we're done, I'm gonna eat tons of steak to celebrate.
This truly is the final battle. At this point, you shouldn't have to ask us, Claude. You know we're with you.
I do know that, Ignatz. But I had to ask, just to make sure.
Look at how reliable you kids have become. You've trained them well, Professor. This Nemesis guy should be arriving soon. Is everyone ready?
It's finally time. I'm on board with that. Let's all make it through this alive. Let's defeat this dusty old king of liberation and put an end to this history of lies. Once we've done that, there'll be nothing holding us back. A new and brighter age will begin. Let's go, my friend. Fodlan's new dawn awaits. Nemesis is here, and with more soldiers than expected.
A swamp, huh? But there's something about it. It looks odd somehow.
Can't breathe. He should not have done that. Be careful. The water is poisonous to the living.
Looks like we better not get near that swamp. Try to avoid it during the fight.
My orders?
steady now.
I'll do my best.
Ready when you are.
I aim for greatness.
Shall we? Too close for my liking. This should...
Leave it to me.
Guide me well.
Shall we? Guess I've got that down.
Lament your weakness.
Let's make this quick.
Huh? I think they've got some sort of magical link with Nemesis.
Could the magic be protecting him?
Not sure, but we'd better take out his 10 commanders before taking him on. At the ready. 9 more commanders remaining. We just killed number 10. These can't be the 10 elites, can they? Nah, not likely.
Onward!
What's my strategy?
Allow me to demonstrate!
All is going to plan.
Seros, I will kill you. Do not get in my way.
So that's Nemesis. You're a crusty old bastard, you know that?
All those who stand in my way will be destroyed.
Watch out, Claude! They're coming for us!
I can do this! Yeah! No mercy.
That was amazing.
Alright, who's next?
One day, the war will be over.
That is all. Haven't with the...
lost that one.
I should have seen that coming.
You're really tough. Watch and learn. This success will translate to victory. Here is something to believe in.
This could turn the tides.
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
My work's not done. That was amazing.
that much closer.
I'll defeat you! For the future of Fodlan.
Hey, look at you.
I've got no time for mercy.
Another victory. Watch and learn. No hesitation! There is still room for improvement.
Thought you could best me.
Destiny unfurls.
This'll be helpful.
Hopefully I'll be more useful now.
must.
Apologies.
This could turn the tides.
Thank you.
Another victory.
I will not die yet.
Much needed. Predictable. This could turn the tides.
Hey!
Get out of here! That's another one. Gotta get stronger.
too easy.
My moment has arrived!
A fitting outcome. Appreciate it.
How best to use this skill? Too slow!
wasn't about to let you go. I believe I can do more.
Be smart or I'm finished.
Not quite what I'd hoped for.
Whoa. The swampland vanished.
Our quarrel wasn't personal.
I'm not dying here.
Decent form.
All is going to plan. I fully grasped this topic.
Picture for the future of Fodlan.
You're amazing.
I fought and won.
Amazing!
Now we can't call any more demonic beasts, and the remaining forces of Shambhala have been defeated too.
My orders?
Thought you could best me? Good.
My duty is your death. I must How best... Thank you.
You lost that one.
This could turn the tides.
It won't be in vain.
Hey, can you speak? Just puppets controlled by Nemesis. Well, they're the strongest puppets I've ever known.
You took me lightly.
There's more work.
Professor, Claude, all the subordinates to Nemesis have been eliminated.
It took some doing, but now's our chance to face off against Nemesis.
is going to plan.
I'm stronger.
Well done.
That sword! You bear the crest of flames, just as I do!
Watch and learn.
It's time.
Feeble creature, prepare to die!
That helps.
If only progress didn't require so much work.
Allow me to demonstrate.
strong live. Some things you can't learn in a book. That one seemed to work. We're almost done. Let's go, my friend. Tough talk from the guy who's lived too long. Allow me to fix that!
You are all pathetic weaklings. You lack the courage to challenge me in lone combat.
Yet we have the strength to scale the walls between us, to reach out our hands in friendship so we can open our true hearts to one another. That's how we win! Future historians will refer to this day as the new dawn of Fodlan. Of that, I have no doubt. It's up to you now, Teach. As for my path...
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fodlan. The ambitions of the Fell King Nemesis were crushed, averting what could have been the greatest crisis in the history of Fodlan. After 5.5 years of war, a new age was set to begin. Country, faith, history, all that had once formed the order of the world was wiped clean. The heroes whose very hand saved Fodlan from a dark fate commenced with the building of a new society. The leaders of this new, unified Fodlan began their walk down a seemingly endless path, one towards a world that would cherish differences in race and belief, one where all life would be valued equally. Those leaders clung to the hope that their path would not end with Fodlan, that it would someday span the seas to Dagda and beyond the throat to Ulmira.
You came. I'm sure you already know where this is headed. Seriously? I thought you were a little sharper than that. All right, whatever. I'll get right to it. You're the ruler of Fodlan now. That makes you the most powerful person in the world. Next to your brilliance, I'm not much more than a flightless sparrow. All I've got are my dreams, a handful of people working for me, and a pittance of gold. Well, and my undeniable charms, of course. So I've got to know. Is there any room in your bright and shining world for someone like me? Always straight to the point with you. I should know that by now. Well, here we go then. I want you to take this. Consider it my token of thanks. A repayment for all you've done for me. If that makes you smile. You backed me up when I needed some help, even though I wouldn't admit it. Bit of a turf war, if you recall. I always repay what's owed. It's how I sleep at night. But if you really don't need it, I've got another idea. Maybe it's more of an agreement. In return for this ring, I ask for you. Don't play coy with me. Or maybe you're just dragging me over the coals for fun. I can't recall how many times others have asked me this. Being the one extending the invite, it certainly isn't easy. I used to feel like saving the life of even one person who needed it would be enough. But I've set my sights even higher. A future in which nobody has to die from something as awful as poverty. I know it's a dream worth reaching for, however grand it might be. And you are truly special. I feel like together that dream could be made a reality. It may never happen, but it's important to try. Anyway, I'm just a person like anyone. I'll die just like anyone. Whenever that happens, someone will have to take over as boss. I've got that all lined up already. And so long as my people keep living with the same tenacity I've taught them, I've no doubt my dream will live on, whether or not I'm around to see to it. My name might fade into the dust, but my dream will remain. For the longest time, that was more than enough. But now I've come to want something else. When I go, I want someone around to write my name in my old notebook. I can't see anyone else more suited to the task than you. What's wrong? Did I say something strange? I just want to make sure things are set up properly. You never know when it'll be my time. I suppose I did just talk a fair bit about death during a proposal, didn't I? Normally, I'm much more charming. I think you get it anyway. So, will you accept my offer? Yeah? Something else you want? Well, you certainly don't forget, huh? I've always kept it private out of necessity. Couldn't have such a secret being spread around, after all. If there's anyone I'll tell, it's you. Listen closely now.